After World War II, America dominated the skies with giants like Boeing and Lockheed, leaving Europe's proud aviation pioneers in the dust. European companies, Britain's Hawker Siddeley, France's Sud Aviation, Germany's aerospace firms, were all too small to compete alone. The solution? Pool resources and expertise across borders. Instead of fading into irrelevance, Europe's leaders struck a deal in 1967 to jointly develop a new efficient airliner. This wasn't just about one plane, it was about building a long-term industrial strategy to challenge American dominance. The goal: create an aircraft more efficient and modern than anything the US offered for short to medium routes. This ambitious collaboration planted the seed for Airbus. It was a leap of faith, but the alternative was watching the civil aviation market slip away. The European dream was about to take flight, literally. What followed would change the balance of power in the skies. Airbus was born from necessity, but it would soon become a symbol of European ambition. Building a company across nations is no easy feat. In 1970, Airbus industry was formed as a consortium, each country building its own part of the plane. Wings from Britain, fuselage from Germany, cockpit and assembly in France, tail from Spain, all flown to Toulouse in Super Guppies. It was a logistical marvel, but decision-making was slow and sometimes messy. As Airbus grew, this patchwork structure became a liability. The solution: unify. In 2000, EADS was formed, merging French, German and Spanish aerospace giants. By 2001, Airbus became a single company, Airbus SAS, with EADS and BE Systems as owners. EADS later bought out BAE, and by 2017, the company was simply Airbus SE. What began as a loose alliance became a true global powerhouse. The transformation was complete. Airbus was now ready to take on Boeing head-to-head. The European experiment had become a world leader. Integration brought speed, focus, and a single vision. Airbus was no longer just a consortium, it was a force. The first fruit of this partnership was the A300, which flew in 1972. Unlike the massive multi-engine American jets, the A300 was the world's first wide-body with just two engines. Lighter and more fuel efficient, it was perfect for busy, shorter routes. Airlines were skeptical, two engines seemed risky, but Airbus bet on new technology and efficiency. They even loaned A300s to Eastern Airlines for a trial, which led to breakthrough orders. The real game changer was regulatory. As engine reliability improved, rules relaxed, letting Twinjets fly farther from diversion airports. The A300's success proved a Twinjet could be safe, efficient, and profitable. It opened a new market segment the Americans had missed. The A310 soon followed, cementing Airbus as a serious contender. The A300 wasn't just a plane, it was proof Europe could build world-class airliners. It set the stage for everything that came next. Airbus had arrived, and the world was watching. The age of the European Twinjet had begun. The A320, launched in 1987, was Airbus's answer to Boeing's 737, but it was no copy. It was the first commercial jet with digital fly-by-wire controls and a side stick, letting computers help fly the plane. This meant safer, more efficient flights and a cockpit that felt the same across future Airbus models. Pilots could switch between Airbus jets with minimal retraining, a huge cost saver for airlines. The A320 family, A318, A319, A321, quickly became a bestseller, breaking Boeing's monopoly. The 2016 A320neo brought even more efficiency with new engines and better aerodynamics. The A320 wasn't just a plane, it was a revolution in design and airline economics. It made Airbus a superstar in the single-aisle market. Fly-by-wire and cockpit commonality became Airbus trademarks. The A320 family changed how airlines thought about fleets and training. Airbus had set a new standard for the industry. Next, Airbus tackled long-haul with the A330 and A340. Two planes, one design, different engines. The A340 had 4 engines for ultra-long routes. The A330 had 2, aiming for efficiency. As engine reliability soared, ETOPS rules relaxed, letting twinjets like the A330 fly almost anywhere. Suddenly, the A340's 4 engines were a liability, not an advantage. Airlines flocked to the A330 for its lower costs and flexibility. The A340 faded, but the A330 became a global workhorse. The lesson technology and regulation can flip the market overnight. The A330's success proved 2 engines were enough for nearly any route. Airbus adapted quickly, and the A330neo kept the model fresh for a new era. The A340's story was a cautionary tale, but the A330's was one of triumph. Airbus had mastered the art of the long-haul twinjet. The market had spoken. Efficiency was king. The A330 remains a backbone of global fleets. Riding high, Airbus set out to build the world's biggest passenger jet, the A380. With 2 full decks and room for over 500 passengers, it was an engineering marvel. Moving its giant parts across Europe required ships, barges, and custom trucks. The A380 was designed for the hub-and-spoke era, giant planes shuttling crowds between major airports. But the market shifted. Airlines and passengers preferred direct, point-to-point flights on smaller, efficient jets. The A380 was beloved by passengers but too big and costly for most airlines. Only a few bought it in large numbers, and production ended in 2021. The A380 was a technological triumph but a commercial miscalculation. Still, it pushed boundaries and inspired future designs. Sometimes even bold bets don't pay off. The A380's legacy is innovation, not sales. Airbus learned and moved on. Lessons from the A380 led Airbus to focus on efficiency and new materials. The A350, first flown in 2013, used carbon fiber composites for a lighter, stronger, more efficient jet. It was perfect for long-haul, point-to-point routes, rivaling Boeing's Dreamliner. Meanwhile, Airbus acquired Bombardier's C-Series, rebranding it as the A220. The A220 filled the gap below the A320, offering airlines a modern, efficient small jet. Its comfortable cabin and fuel savings made it a hit. By combining in-house innovation with smart acquisitions, Airbus covered every market segment. The A350 and A220 showed Airbus's strategy, efficiency, flexibility, and global reach. Both jets became instant successes. Airbus had learned to adapt and win. The future was lighter, smarter, and more connected. Airbus isn't just about jets. It's a giant in helicopters too. Airbus Helicopters, born from European mergers, leads the world in civil and parapublic choppers. From air ambulances to military transports, their machines are everywhere. They're pushing boundaries with new rotor tech and electric air taxis for the cities of tomorrow. The whirlybirds are a vital, innovative part of Airbus's story. Today, Airbus stands as the world's top aircraft maker, a journey from underdog to industry leader. Its product line covers every need, from the nimble A220 to the long-range A350. Cockpit commonality and innovation keep airlines coming back. Airbus's culture is about bold risks and relentless improvement. Even its failures, like the A380, taught valuable lessons. The company's rise is a testament to European cooperation and vision. Airbus faced skepticism, technical hurdles, and fierce competition, but it persevered, outpaced Boeing, and now connects the globe. From necessity to global titan, Airbus is a symbol of what's possible when nations work together. Not bad for a project that began as a desperate gamble.